Ever wondered why Uranus is the oddball of our solar system? This icy giant, nestled in the outer reaches of our cosmic neighborhood, sure does like to keep things interesting. Let's start with the basics. Uranus, the seventh planet from the Sun, is a gas giant that's 4 times the size of Earth. But what sets it apart is its unique tilt. Unlike all the other planets that spin like tops, Uranus rolls along its orbit like a ball. It's the only planet that spins on its side with an axial tilt of a staggering 98 degrees. Imagine, if you will, trying to roll a bowling ball along its side rather than spinning it down the lane. That's Uranus for you. This peculiar tilt results in some extreme seasons. When one pole points towards the sun, it's bathed in continuous sunlight for roughly 21 years. A never-ending summer day. On the flip side, when the same pole points away from the sun, it's plunged into a 21-year-long night. Talk about a long winter's nap. But Uranus doesn't stop there with its eccentricities. It's not just a cold place, it's the coldest planet in our solar system. Despite being further from the sun, Neptune actually runs a tad warmer. Uranus gets down to a bone-chilling negative 370 degrees Fahrenheit. That's colder than any deep freezer. And then there's the ring system. Like its fellow giant planets, Uranus sports a set of thin, icy rings. But these aren't just any rings, they're dark, almost charcoal in color, and they're narrowly confined, quite unlike the broad, bright rings we see around Saturn. So why is Uranus such a peculiar planet? The answer lies in its past. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into the curious case of Uranus in the next scene. We'll journey back in time to uncover how this icy oddball came to be. To understand Uranus, we need to travel back in time, to its birth. Now imagine 4.5 billion years ago, our solar system was just a swirling cloud of dust and gas. Amidst this cosmic chaos, gravity pulled together matter to form the planets, one of which was Uranus. Just like the other giant planets, Uranus formed from an icy mix of hydrogen and helium, with a dash of methane thrown in for good measure. This composition gave Uranus its distinctive pale blue color, a feature that sets it apart in the solar system's family portrait. But Uranus is a bit of a maverick. It spins on its side, with an axial tilt of about 98 degrees. You might wonder why? Well, scientists believe that a long time ago, Uranus had a catastrophic run-in with another body about the size of Earth. This massive collision sent Uranus spinning off kilter, and it has been rolling along its unique path ever since. Fast forward to the year 1781. A gentleman by the name of William Herschel, armed with a homemade telescope, spotted a faint dot moving against the backdrop of the stars. Initially, Herschel thought it was a star, maybe a comet. But after observing its motion for several nights, he realized that this was no ordinary celestial object. It was a new planet, the first to be discovered since ancient times. Herschel wanted to name it after his king, George III, but ultimately the planet was named Uranus, after the Greek god of the sky. So there you have it. From a spinning cloud of dust and gas to a catastrophic collision to a historic discovery, Uranus has had quite a journey. And while it may be a distant and cold planet, it's also a fascinating one. Uranus, unlike any other planet, carries the scars of its violent past for all to see. But Uranus isn't just a planet with a strange tilt, it holds many secrets waiting to be uncovered. One of those secrets is its faint ring system. Yes, you heard it right. Uranus, like its more famous cousin Saturn, has rings. Although not as bright or as dense as Saturn's, Uranus boasts a set of 13 thin, dark rings composed of tiny particles of ice and dust. Most of these rings are no more than a few kilometers wide, making them a celestial whisper against the vast cosmic backdrop. Then there's the matter of Uranus's moons. The planet is known to have 27 moons, each named after characters from the works of William Shakespeare and Alexander Pope. Imagine a world where you can gaze up at the sky and see a moon called Oberon or Titania. Each of these moons is a world unto itself, with its unique landscapes and geology. If we dive deeper into Uranus, we'll find an atmosphere dense with hydrogen and helium. But there's a third player in the mix that gives Uranus its distinctive blue color: methane. Methane absorbs red light from the sun and reflects back the blue, creating a beautiful azure hue that sets Uranus apart from its planetary brethren. Most of what we know about Uranus today is thanks to the Voyager 2 mission. Launched in 1977, Voyager 2 is the only spacecraft to have visited Uranus, capturing stunning images and data that have helped us understand this distant, icy world. And yet, despite all we've learned, Uranus remains a planet shrouded in mystery. Its unusual tilt, Its faint rings, its multitude of moons, and its blue atmosphere are just the tip of the iceberg. Scientists believe there's so much more to discover about this enigmatic planet. Despite its icy demeanor, Uranus is a world full of surprises. So, let's keep our eyes on the stars, and maybe one day, we'll uncover more of Uranus's secrets. So there you have it, the tale of Uranus, the most unique planet in our solar system. Let's take a moment to reflect on our journey through this icy giant. Remember Uranus's distinctive tilt, unlike any other planet, spinning on its side in a celestial ballet all its own. Recall the icy cold temperatures dipping to minus 370 degrees Fahrenheit, a chill beyond our earthly comprehension. Picture the ethereal ring system, 13 faint rings dancing around the planet, a spectacle of cosmic artistry. And let's not forget the 27 moons, each with their own intriguing stories, orbiting this frozen world in the far reaches of our solar system. Uranus, with its peculiarities and mysteries, truly embodies the spirit of exploration and the endless possibilities that space holds for us. Next time when you look up at the night sky, remember the incredible story of Uranus, the planet that dares to be different.